a photo and cover letter with your resume. Why do you want to work here?
Where are your applications?
You also need to know
for employment
that
and enrollment.
all students, staff, and
There's
faculty must be
business plan,
natural.
no student plan, no letter of intent.
Students, staff,
There's nothing
and
registered
faculty
on the Brandon Ryan Newcastle School District.
All students, staff,
nothing registered
and
with the city of Wilmington, Delaware.
Must be
nothing
natural.
registered
so
with
everybody's going to be natural.
Delaware State Department of Education. Like I said, it has no accreditation
natural
certification
hair,
whatsoever.
Natural skin.
And he worrying about this stupid
natural
bullshit. When he
hair
got the
care,
requirements and prerequisites just for the initial phase.
African,
anything
happy
done
to be
whatsoever.
nappy. You cannot work in here, and your child can't come here. European hair color, weaves, perms. We're not doing none of that. This is an unapologetically African institution. So if your son is going to come here and he likes dyeing his hair blonde, not here. Ladies, if you want to work here, because the staff will be co-ed.
Why wouldn't they be?
The faculty and staff will be co-ed.
You know, we have plenty of educational institutions that has both genders.
We will have men and women teaching, although it is an all-boys school.
You already have that.
We will have men and women teaching, although it is an all-boys school.
Why are you telling somebody that?
We will have men and women
Why is that
teaching,
something revelatory
although
that
it
you
is an
mentioned?
all-boy school.
That should be standard, you idiot.
Now, the entire school will be within the context of a rites of passage process. So the school is designed to take your son from infancy to manhood. It's built in, which is why it is within our plan.
Infants going to this
school
too?
Your son will not be in school. Listen to me well.
Uh-oh.
Listen to me well.
Uh-oh.
For the first 2 weeks of school, your son will not be in school. Hold on one second.
So you're not actually in school at all, then, if they're not going to be in school. There is no school. You're trap house bandos. Well, you going to take them out to the wilderness and teach them how to live off the land? Be black Rambos, as we're going back to now. And what rites of passage, which Acapullian country are we talking about here that does the rites of passage for what age boys? In the Pacific age whatsoever? You're talking about from what, the 1st to the 5th grade? I mean, which grades are you doing? Actually take them out in the woods, and what kind of, like I said, with all different types of insurance and stuff like that, the people that actually in their care, who are you taking with you? Is this going to be you? Who are the caretakers going to be going? The authority figures that actually be watching over these children. Why you do all this? What if something happens to them?
I'm back. For the first 2 weeks of school,
somebody
your
try to get
son
into
will
trap
not
house
be in
band,
school. Now, when I say the first 2 weeks of school, your son will not be in school, what I'm saying is we will take them camping while they are away from you,
and
away
kidnapping
from
your
their
children.
mothers,
Kidnapping their children.
away from all that feminine energy that's been suffocating them.
Oh, damn. So he's saying,
me and the brothers, the faculty, the staff, and the men.
So he, so he just pretty much just demean the mothers that's actually raising these children, these boys. And saying they need to get away from because they're getting too much feminine energy, and feminization of the boys now, because they have to actually be raised by single mothers because the father's not around. Just like in this nigga case right here, who doesn't take care of none of his kids whatsoever, been on arrears or child support for 19 years. He's suffering from daddy ain't at home disorder, right? What he made of ADHD. That's what he's suffering from right now. An extreme form of it. 5 kids ain't taking care of that one of them and trying to tell you how to raise your child. They ain't telling them you're going to kidnap your children from you and take them out in the woods somewhere with a whole bunch of other strangers and shit. Grown man. One bunch of boys in the wilderness for 2 weeks. They're going camping.
Pan-African. We will be teaching them the philosophy of Pan-Africanism. We will be teaching them the songs and the pledges and the rituals and the culture of the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy.
What is that?
We will begin to introduce them to traditional African spirituality out in the woods. From which country? They will begin to learn how to hunt, how to fish, how to camp, how to start a fire. The manhood training begins.
You don't know nothing about that shit. You don't know anything about
before they ever sit down and open up a book. They will learn their teachers in the woods.
What? That sounds
Do you understand?
suspect as hell.
Because we want them to. I'm going to give your son when I was his age.
You ain't
I wish
getting
I had
a
the
damn
school
thing.
that I'm going to give your son when I was his age.
You wish?
I wish I had the school.
We know.
That I'm going to
you don't
give
got a
your
damn
son
thing right now.
when I was his age. Now,
Because you don't
for
got
the
nothing.
interviews, there will be at least 3 rounds of interviews.
You don't even got
At
any
least, maybe more.
applications.
We have over 3,000 resumes. We have over 3,000 resumes.
So how the
we
hell?
have over 3,000
So you're
resumes.
gonna do about 4 or 5 interviews for 3,000
The
people?
first 2 interviews will be digital, as we're doing now. First 2 interviews will be
So
digital.
you doing interviews yourself? You know how
Third
long that
interview
process
may be
gonna take,
digital
and then you
or
travel
in
around the
person.
nation selling the book.
But your
And you
final
supposed to
interview
have the
will
school
definitely
start
be in person.
in September,
You
right?
will come here to Ifa Tunde Avenue, Dr. Papa Boulevard,
It's a
to
trap
be
house.
interviewed in person.
In Trap House?
And if you get hired, you are probationary status for 2 full years.
2 years.
You are probationary status for 2 full years. You are probationary status for 2 full years. And the reason you are probationary status for 2 full years is it takes a while sometimes for the coon chip to be activated.
So they're already
the reason
coons
you will
coming
be
in?
probationary status for 2 full years is because it takes a while
So you
sometimes for
donated,
the coon chip. So I
went through
have
all
to be
these
patient
interviews,
and allow
and
your
you still a coon.
chip time
You support a
to
mission,
activate. Because some of y'all
vision.
want to come here acting like you're a Pan-Africanist and you're not. Some of you going to come here acting like you love black children and you don't. Some of you are going to come here trying to
retarded-ass
be
Negro.
everything Dr. Umar said he wants you to be, but that's not
So it's
in
all
your
about
heart.
him,
Nat Turner
basically.
isn't
About
in your
what he
heart.
wants you to be.
Frederick Douglass isn't in your heart. Marcus Garvey isn't in your heart. The red, black, and green flag isn't in your heart. So I
The only
need
thing that's
2
in there is Marcus
years
Garvey, and
to
he was a
give
hell of a
your
con artist and
coon
criminal,
chip
just like this nigga
time
is.
to activate.
So y'all coons coming in, the people that's
Of
working
course
for
there
them.
will be contracts.
You don't got no contract
Of
now.
course there will be contracts.
Uh-oh.
In this school, with anybody, including your husband
Oh,
or
hold
wife, you will be fired. Absolute confidentiality.
You hear
And
this
you may never
nonsense?
see it again. I am ready. We just got to finish the renovations. I am ready. We just have to finish the renovations.
I mean, as long as you say that
I am ready.
retarded ass
We just
shit.
have to finish the renovations.
It's
brothers
not
and
happening
sisters.
right now.
And one of your child's academic projects
Oh,
for the
God.
duration he's at are a Oshun priestess. Orisha Oshun is the presiding deity of this academy. Orisha Oshun is the presiding divinity. So if you are a Oshun priestess, if you are an Oshun priest, come to the school and bless it. I don't even need to know you come. Come outside one day.
Oh,
Pour your
God.
libation. Give your offerings to Mother Oshun.
To a trap house band, though.
This is her school. That's why the
It's
school
a trap
is yellow.
house band, though. It's not no
That's
school.
why we're situated
It's an
between 2
abandoned
lakes. This is the
building.
house of
It's on a
Oshun.
vacant
So I'm
property.
asking all my
It's not a
Oshun priests
school.
and priestesses to come and bless the house of Oshun. It's a boys' school, but it has a
It's a vacant
female
property.
divinity looking out for it. It is a boys' school, but it has
It's
a
a vacant
female
property.
divinity looking out for it. So all my Oshun guys, and they will sit down and they will wash their hands and they will be served because we want to teach them how to be gentlemen. Which fork is for the salad? Which fork is for the entree? Which fork is for the dessert? You understand? And they will eat and learn how to be
You ain't
comfortable.
gonna do none of this
You
shit.
understand?
Nothing's
And we
about
will
to
talk
happen.
as a family because
Come
this is a
September,
family.
nothing will happen.
I'm finishing Booker T. Washington's work, Mary
What?
McLeod Bethune's
Don't
work.
mention yourself.
I'm finishing Garvey's work.
You can mention
Douglas's
yourself in
work.
his garbage work because he scammed the hell out of people
This
and
is
didn't
heaven
deliver
on-
the damn thing.
Heaven on earth.
Oh,
brothers.
God. That trap house
There
band,
needs
those
to
heaven
be
on earth?
checks and balances all around. There will be Jada, but you don't have to worry about that.
Uh-oh. You see him?
Okay? What I want y'all to worry about is what I need you to worry about. And what I need y'all to worry about is raising the rest of the money. That's all y'all need to worry about. Don't worry about how much the
Oh,
teachers are
this
being
shit
paid.
he
unless
talking,
you
he
wanna
don't
do
got no.
Don't worry about the
Tell
tuition
right
unless
now.
your child
Look
is
his
coming.
eyes.
Worry about
Eyes
raising
a
some
bitch.
more money so we can finish the job. That's all you have to do.
Oh, this shit he talking, he ain't got nothing yet because he don't got the money for it.
My first wife
Uh-oh.
and my second wife. One will be the queen of the Marcus Garvey side of the street, and the other will be the queen of the Frederick Douglass side of the street. One of Dr. Umar's queens will be the queen of the Frederick Douglass side of the street, and the other queen will be the queen of the Marcus Garvey
when you
side.
get a high school up and running.
That's how that's going to go. Athletics, I'm still thinking about that. I'm seriously considering, and forget all the bad things some of you independent school Negroes have said about me, and I'm going to invite you to FDMG. Because we should train our staff together, and we should train our parents together, and we should create for the first time ever. I want to create for the first time ever in American African history an independent school system. So if you move to Chicago, you can go to Brother Marcus Klein's school. If you come to Philadelphia, New Jersey, Delaware,
you don't even have an application for enrollment in
or Maryland, North Maryland, you can come to FDMG. You go to LA, you can go to the Garvey School in LA. You go to Brooklyn, there's a Garvey School in Brooklyn. So we got to work together.
No, we don't got an FDMG nowhere.
You go to Africa, Brother Samori has a school out there. We all going to work together. You go to Trenton, you got the African school up in Trenton. We're going to work together, brothers and sisters, and it's going to all be done under the roof of FDMG.
That trap house?
Yes. We got to bring it all together for the future of our people. That's what we're going to do. And for my men who work here, brothers, if you get hired at FDMG, don't run through my sisters, because I'm telling you now, if word comes back to me that you being a gigolo amongst the women of this fine institution, you will be fired. Check your character at the door. Check your character at the door. Brothers, check your character at the door. If you come here and start dating on my teachers and running through the women here, you will be fired. And black women, check your character at the door. You come here giving your cookies out to my male teachers and staff. You come here giving your cookies out, and you want to badmouth the men after you chose of your own free will to give out your cookies. You will be fired too. We will not have any defamers in here. We will not have any slanderers or defamers at the FDMG Academy. You don't have to worry about me, because I will not be dating my teachers or my staff. You don't have to worry about me. I will not be dating. That is nothing but a trap for me. I cannot do that. They're going to be sending people in here to try to infiltrate and bring me down. I cannot take a chance. I will not be dating teachers and staff.
There you go. Start getting horny.
And I'm going to do my best not to date any parents.
Look at his face.
And I'm going to do my best not to date any parents.
No, you lie.
And I'm going to do my best not to date any parents.
No, you lie.
Okay? So that's always consciousness over the cookies and politics over the punani. The ladies will be there, but we have to do the work. And I'm telling black women this right now. I'm telling all my beautiful African queens this right now. Stop giving your cookies out to brothers who are not building in the community. I'm talking to all my beautiful African queens. I'm talking to my West Coast queens. I'll see you Las Vegas on the 14th, and Oakland on the 15th, and LA on the 16th, and Palm Springs on the 22nd. I'm talking to my down south queens. I'm going to see you in Fayetteville on June 4th and Statesville on June 6th. You understand? I'm talking to my East Coast queens. I'm going to see you New York City on Haitian Flag Day on May the 18th. Nat Turner Land, Virginia. I'm going to see you the day after tomorrow. But I'm talking to all black women. Stop making love to coons. Stop giving your womb to coons. I'm going to say it again. Stop giving your womb to the coons, because when you give your womb to the coons, you have a coon womb. And when you have a coon womb, black woman, you can only give birth to baby coons. So stop giving your womb to the coons. I mean it, sisters. If y'all stop making love to brothers who ain't building for the community, if y'all stop making love to brothers who ain't working for the community, if y'all stop giving out your French vanilla cookies and your banana cookies and your lemon cookies and your butter pecan cookies and your butter almond cookies and your caramel cookies and your sweet brown sugar cookies and your chocolate fudge cookies, if you stop giving out your cookies to the brothers before they do the work, sisters, we can get some work done. So black women, please stop making love to brothers who ain't building. You got to make love to the brothers who building. I once had a sister in Chicago, my first visit to Chicago. If you go back and watch my first Chicago interview of September the 18th of 2010, my first Chicago interview that is responsible for the birth of the Prince of Pan-Africanism. 34 Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. Let's get it done. I'm telling y'all, we're going to have a festival this summer, whether the school finished or not. I'm tired of waiting. What do y'all think, brothers and sisters? Do y'all want us to have a festival block party celebration on Ifatunde Avenue, whether the school is ready or not? What do y'all think? Shoot me a text message, 215-989-9858. Shoot me a text message, 215-989-9858. Shoot me a text message, 215-989. Should we have a block party right here in the middle of Ifatunde Avenue, Dr. Papa Boulevard? Stage, music, food, vendors, entertainment. Do y'all want the block party? Because if y'all want the block party, we're going to have a block party no matter what. Y'all tell me. First annual Unapologetically African Family Conference. First annual Unapologetically African Family First Conference. First annual Unapologetically African Family First Conference. I'm at the Nat Turner Gym right now.
That's where you at.
Let me know if we should go forward with the block party.
Board still on the windows.
The Unapologetically African Fest. Let me know, family.
2021.
It's all about y'all. I struggle for y'all. What we want to do?
They want the school action. And what are they getting you money for? But they ain't getting that.
I want to take a whole bunch of pictures with the queens in front of these beautiful gold Nat Turner buildings. I want to take some beautiful pictures with the queens at the festival. I want to hug up with the queens and fist bump the kings and politic and just talk and build and sit and eat some food and listen to some African drums and some African music. What do y'all think, brothers and sisters?
2+ years.
Y'all ready to come to Delaware and build with me this summer? Who ready to come?
Build what?
Y'all ready for the block party? Because if y'all ready for the block party, we gonna do it up.
What about the school?
We gonna do it up. If you want to work at the school, send your resume. FDMGresumes@gmail.com. You want to work at the school, send your resume. FDMGresumes@gmail.com. We need an HVACer and a plumber. HVACer and a plumber. HVAC and plumbing licensed commercial grade. HVAC and plumber, brothers and sisters. I think we're going to do the festival. I'm going to talk to the Loyal Donors Club. If you sign up for the Loyal Donors Club at drumarjohnson.com, if you sign up for the Loyal Donors Club at drumarjohnson.com, if you sign up for the Loyal Donors Club at drumarjohnson.com, make sure you send me a message on WhatsApp so I can add you into the Loyal Donors chat. Make sure you click regular monthly donation. You have to click regular monthly donation. If you don't click regular monthly donation, it will be a one-time donation. That does not get you into the club. Club, you must be a recurring donor. Automatic recurring donations. $50 is bronze, $100 is silver, $250 is gold, $500 is platinum, $1,000 is a month. Text me if y'all think we should still have the festival. Text me if you think we shouldn't have the festival. 215-989-9858. That's my direct cell. Ladies, behave. Don't be sending me no inappropriate pictures.
He wants you sending inappropriate pictures since you brought
Wifey resumes can still be sent, though. Wifey resumes, until I'm married, wifey resumes can always be sent. Do the block party. We're going to do the block party. But our heart goes out to all our brothers and sisters who have lost brothers and sisters. Our heart goes out to all the Africans who've been getting murdered since George Floyd and before George Floyd. They said they have killed 181 Africans since George Floyd's murder. 181 Africans since George Floyd's murder have been murdered.
Out of 916 people that were killed by law enforcement since George Floyd's death. How many of those were non-neuromelanated, black and brown? Most of those Caucasian Iranian and Hispanics got killed, and Asians, but by population density, more Caucasian Iranians got killed by police, unarmed and armed, since George Floyd's death. He didn't bring that up, but okay.
181 Africans since George Floyd's murder have been murdered by the police. That is unacceptable, brothers and sisters. That is genocide. That is extermination. That is genocide. We must protest through the proper channels at the United Nations. We must protest through the African Union. This is a human rights issue. It is not an American issue. Peace, black man. We have to give up this American citizenship, and we must now identify as Africans. Africans in America. That's who we are. We are a nation of Africans in America. And if we are going to be a nation of Africans in America, we must give ourselves a name. We must give ourselves a name. We must give ourselves a name. Kwame Nkrumah renamed the Gold Coast to Ghana. Yes. We must give ourselves a name.
He's gonna be the founder of this political
All
party.
the African names had to be renamed after colonization. The names of all the African nations had to be renamed after colonization. So guess what? Since we are declaring independence, we are having a national black declaration of independence. I said we are having a national black declaration of independence. I said we are having a national black declaration of independence. And since we declare our independence from the United States, we must give ourselves a name. Oh yes. Oh yes. Swaziland changed its name a few years ago and is now known as Eswatini. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that, my Swazi brothers and sisters. It is no longer Swaziland, it is Eswatini. African nations are renaming themselves all the time. South Africa will one day be Azania. So the American African nation, the 50 million of us, must come together and choose a name that represents us.
Actually,
that's the nationality we're talking about. That's the nationality we're talking about. We need to represent the American African nation. What will we call ourselves? We need one name. We're going to choose that name at the National Black Revolutionary Political Convention. We're going to choose that name at the National Black Revolutionary Political Convention. We're going to choose that name at the National Black Revolutionary Political Convention. To my continental Africans and Caribbean Africans and Central and South American Africans and Canadian Africans and Australian Africans and European Africans, we are taking suggestions for the name for the new American African nation because we are dependent black. We are declaring black independence from the United States. We are declaring our independence from the United States government. Oh, yes, we are.
He's not going to have no school, though.
Oh, yes, we are.
He ain't going to have no school.
We are declaring independence from the United States. What the white man did on July 4th, 1776, the black man is about to do. What the white man did in 1776, we're going to do in 2021. We are declaring independence from the United States. We are no longer citizens of this nation, and we shall henceforth be known as whatever name we choose, brothers and sisters. I'm talking revolution. I don't want to riot. I don't want to revolt. I don't want a rebellion. I don't want a reformation. I want a revolution. I don't want to riot. I don't want to revolt. I don't want a rebellion. I don't want a reformation. I want a revolution, brothers and sisters. Our real independence. Yes, yes. And I'm telling you right now, the Ski Mask Club will be out on July 4th. If I catch any Negro celebrating his slave master's freedom. How we doing, ladies? All right, good to see you. Yes, ma'am. Appreciate you, babe. Thank you.
What you tell him?
All right, y'all. That's the beautiful African queens of Delaware. The beautiful African queens of Delaware. That's the beautiful African queens of Delaware coming through shouting out the prince. The American African nation, we are declaring independence. I'm going to work on that Declaration of Independence. If you don't want to be independent, no problem. You will be the nation of coons. We will let the government of America know that there are some Negroes who did not want to be free. They are the nation of coons. We will let Joe Biden know that there's a few million of us who don't want to be free. They are the nation of coons. But for those of us, how we doing, Baba? But for those of us who are declaring independence, we want it to be known that we shall now, herefore, and forevermore be known as the name that we choose, brothers and sisters. Revolution. July 4th. 2021, I better not catch a Negro celebrating it. July 4th, 2021, we are not playing. The Goonie Goon Goons, the Ski Mask Club, we better not see no cookouts. We better not see no celebrations. We better not see no red, white, and blue flags. I better not catch one of you coons celebrating your oppressor's freedom. I better not. I better not. I better not catch a coon on July 4th celebrating this slave master's freedom. I better not. We're not having it this year. July 4th has been... I better not. I better not. I better not catch a coon on July 4th celebrating this slave master's freedom. I better not. We're not having it this year. July 4th has been banned in the black community. Effective immediately. July 4th celebrations.
What kind of authority you got?
How we doing there, Baba?
Got shook.
How's it going?
How we doing, little brothers?
Can't complain.
I hear you.
When you gonna open up?
We hoping to be done by the end of the summer, and we want to do a grand opening festival, block the whole block off in early September. That's the goal. So we got 4 months.
So no school.
That's the goal. And then once we get the Marcus Garvey side of the street ready, we're going to get the Frederick Douglass side of the street ready. But we're going to focus on this side because it's a little less expensive, you know, a little smaller.
Yeah.
Get the school started over here next September and then get renovating over there. We're going to get there, Baba. Just a little bit of growing pains.
Bless you.
Appreciate you. All right, y'all. Be safe now.
Be next year.
Yes, indeed, y'all.
Prepare for 2022.
Yes,
when they
indeed.
set them buildings because he ain't paying the taxes.
It's time for the American African to declare independence. We are still Africans. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
What
are there, 54, 55 nations in Africa? We'll be the 56.
Huh?
Oh, yes.
This is on
Oh,
this
yes,
continent
brothers
right
and sisters. We talking real Juneteenth now. We talking real Juneteenth now, brothers and sisters. But I'm going to get ready to hop off the live. Make sure you donate. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Hit the PayPal. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. Mail in your check or money order, P.O. Box 9634, Wilmington, Delaware, 19809. Share the Breakfast Club interview. Share this interview. Last thing I want to say before I close. Last thing I want to say before I close. Last thing I want to say before I close. Last thing I say before I close. We need a location to hold the National Black Revolutionary Political Convention. We need a location to hold the National Black Revolutionary Political Convention. I want to do 4 of them. 4. East Coast, West Coast, down south, Midwest. East Coast, West Coast, down south, Midwest. You can come to anyone you want to come to. You can come to anyone you want to come to. We need a big church that can seat about 3,000. Where them old black churches at that can seat 3,000 to 5,000? Where them old black churches at that can seat 3,000 to 5,000? Where them old black churches at that can seat 3,000 to 5,000? Where them old black churches at that can seat 3,000 to 5,000? Call on your grandmother. Call on your grandfather. Call on your godmother. Call on your godfather. We need one of those. We need 4 big black churches. We need one on the East Coast. We need one on the West Coast. We need one down south, and we need one with Midwest. I don't want to use the white man's convention center because he's going to listen to everything we talk about. I don't want to use the white man's convention center because he's going to bug the whole thing. He's going to tape the whole thing. He's going to infiltrate the whole thing. I don't want to use the white man's convention center. I really don't. If we have to, we will. If we have to, we will. If we have to use the white man's facilities, we will. But I'm hoping we can find 4 black churches. I'm hoping we can find a black church in the Midwest. I'm hoping we can find a black church that can seat 3,000 in the South. I'm hoping we can find a black church that can seat 3,000 to 5,000 in the East. I'm hoping we can find Seattle or down in Phoenix. We need 4 black churches, 3,000 seat mega churches. We gotta get on TD Jakes. Somebody call TD Jakes. Call Creflo Dollar. Call all these mega churches up and tell them we need space. Get all these mega churches up and tell them we need space, brothers and sisters. But in the meantime, you can text me and let me know if we should still do the first annual Unapologetically African Festival at your campus, our campus, my campus, your campus, the Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, brothers and sisters. Do we go forward with the first annual Unapologetically African Festival? That's the Nat Turner Jean-Jacques Dessalines Gymnasium. You're looking at the Nat Turner Jean-Jacques Dessalines Gymnasium. This is the Prince of Pan-Africanism. I love y'all. Thank you to the donors. Thank you to the supporters. Thank you to the Most High, to the ancestors, the Loas, the Abusams, the Orishas, the spirit guides, the nature spirits, all righteous energy. This is your humble servant, the Prince of Pan-Africanism. Peace and one love. Peace and black power. Peace and black power, peace and black power. It's the Prince of Pan-Africanism, notorious RBG, King Kong consciousness.
Go tell him.
I am here, FDMG, getting the work done as we do. That's right, brothers and sisters. We want to make history by completing the renovations of the most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey Elementary School and the Nat Turner Jean-Jacques Dessalines Gymnasium. We're working on that. We want to have the grand opening, Unapologetically African, first annual Unapologetically African Family First Festival. But I wanted to say this to all my supporters out there. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support. I am feeling the best I've ever felt
That cocaine.
regarding the Garvey School and Turner Gymnasium renovation since we bought the school 2 years and 3 months ago. This is the best I've felt. I'm feeling good about the contractors we're meeting. It took us a long time. We went through a lot of hustlers and scammers and con artists and disingenuous brothers and sisters who do trade work, but I think we finally got the right mix right now.
He talking about Generation Electrical Services that did $60,000 worth of work. We're pretty much just ripping out a whole bunch of wire, taking out the ceiling tiles, cutting holes into the drywall where the light fixtures are and outlets are for your cords and for your electrical appliances and devices and whatnot. And the total job needs to be done $160,000 for a small gym and a small building. He canceled the contract back in February, but the account is still active. The permit is still active. That's why he still has electricity up till December 5th, 2021 of this year. He got the permit pulled November 5th, 2020. When he got found out he was stealing electricity from Delmarva, he still does have an active account. And they didn't steal anything. He still has their equipment, ladders, tools in the building now, and they can't get in touch with him because he doesn't want to pick up the phone, answer emails or text messages. So he still got at least about $100,000 worth of work to do in a small gym, small building, and nothing's being done. No new permits have been pulled for anything. And he's in California right now on his book tour, and he's about to go to South Bend, Indiana, go right back to California. Then he's gonna be in North Carolina. You can be down in Georgia. You can be down in Virginia. Anywhere else but Trap House Bandos. But at least he's high right now. At least that cash infusion from the Breakfast Club, got him lit. So he getting it done.
I'm hoping that when the fast is over on July the 1st, that the plumbing repairs and the HVAC repairs will be done at the Frederick Douglass and Marcus Garvey Academy, so I can apply for our city permit. So I can apply for our city permit to have our first annual unapologetically after.
Basically, just told he don't have no permits or anything, so he still has to get everything enforced by code and get the zoning variance changed. And like I said, get a certificate of occupancy for any of this shit, which he won't have. He still doesn't have. He doesn't have anything filed with the city of Wilmington, Delaware. No letter of intent. Nothing registered in Brandywine, Newcastle County School District. Nothing registered with the Delaware State Department of Education. Will have authoritative jurisprudence. So these buildings, these was her educational institution. So nothing like that's been done. No courses, no curriculum, nothing on, no website whatsoever pertaining to this school because it's just a nonprofit organization. That's a P.O. box. No staff, no office, no goods, services, or product provided whatsoever. I have him running his mouth. And he's committing IRS tax fraud for this nonprofit organization he's running. And been doing that continuously. He's still accepting donation other than the old EIN that got shut down. It's in revocation status in the P.O. Box, South Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So, like I said, he finally get a permit and letter of intent filed. Come what? July, but he's gonna be traveling around the nation, so I don't have time. We gonna find out. Nothing will happen.
Family First Festival, brothers and sisters. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna have picnic tables out here. Let me take this Band-Aid off.
Why you got a Band-Aid on this shit, bro?
We're gonna have.
Come on, bro. Ooh. Goodness, bro. Come on, man.
I don't know if it can come on. There we go.
What the contract?
We're gonna have our picnic tables out here. We're going to have our barbecue chicken. We're going to have our barbecue beef ribs. No disrespect to the vegans. No disrespect to the vegans. But some of us are carnivores. No disrespect to the... We're going to have games for the children out here. We're going to have a flag football tournament for black boys. We're going to have a sisterhood circle for black girls. Black women. We're going to have our elder queen mothers come and talk to our queens. We're going to have our elder queen mothers come and talk to our queens. This whole block going to be filled with vendors. This whole block gonna be filled with vendors. We're gonna have a big stage right here with the best outdoor sound system you can imagine.